All right, are you guys ready for another Megalodon react? Oh, god damn it. Even Megalodon was afraid of this creature, and it's fucking 26 minutes? All right, let's see what Megalodon was afraid of. I would love to know what things that probably didn't even live at the same time or ever interact with this Megalodon to see what it was afraid of.
But was Megalodon invincible? Or were there other creatures out there that even this giant was scared of? Let's find out. From the Lord of the
So many videos from Ark. Oh my god, there's so much going on.
Seas to the lizard with a mouth like a saw. Here's the 20 biggest Megalodon enemies that ever existed.
It's the alien guy. It's been a while. We did used to watch the alien guy. We haven't seen him in probably like 6 or 7 months. Finally, we get to come back to Americano, our favorite YouTuber, the alien guy.
Number 20. Thalassemodon. Scientists.
Alright, so I'm going to take a wild guess and say that Thalassemodon was not around at the same time as the Megalodon, but I'll let you guys fact check that. Just a cool plesiosaur. Alright, if no one's going to look it up, I'll look it up. What was it called? Thalassemodon. Thalassemodon. 99.6 to 93.5 million years ago. Megalodon. 23 to 3.6 million. Cool. So they are separated. These two, this and the Megalodon, were further apart in history than us and the Megalodon by almost 3 or 5 times as much.
Time for the rare topic.
Oh.
Scientists working in secret in Japan have uncovered what they call the scariest creature of all time.
I'm sorry. So there are scientists working in Japan, and they've uncovered the scariest creature of all time. And it's this McDonald's toy shark on a dragon jaw.
In fact, when they first dusted off the fossilized bones, they all dropped their tools and ran screaming away from it.
That doesn't make sense. No one does that. Can you imagine a world where that's a real thing? Where they fucking like dust off the final bone of like a fossil, and they're like, oh my god. And they all run screaming away from the fossil. How terrifying. Bones.
A giant eel with razors for teeth. This thing is considered to be an apex predator and was probably even more dangerous than the Megalodon.
What do you mean a giant eel with razors for teeth? All teeth are razors. That's the point of teeth. They're sharp. There would be no point to having teeth if they weren't sharp. Yeah, also this is an eel.
Comment down below with the hashtag rare topic. And
I love that I always know this is the same footage because it has the Cyrillic letters as well. I had to use this keyboard in high school when I took my Russian biliteracy test. They handed me a laptop to take it on with these like secondary letters, but they were in the wrong place. So like, if you've ever used a Russian keyboard, like I have a Russian keyboard, like I can, so like here, I can type hi in chat right now, and then I can do this, and now I'm in my Russian keyboard, and I know where all the letters are, and that's where the letters are supposed to be, but they gave me one with a fucked up keyboard. So during the test, I must have looked so stupid because I'm taking this Russian test, and I'm going like letter by letter, looking at the keyboard, trying to find the letters.
Number 19, Temnodontosaurus.
I'm gonna also take a wild guess. I don't even think I need to look it up anymore. I'm going to take a wild guess and say that this is also not living at the same time as the Megalodon.
Is a genus of prehistoric Ichthyosaurus that lived in the early Jurassic period.
Ichthyosaurus! The Ichthyosaurus! Holy shit, I'm an ichthyologist. 200 million years ago! Bro, they're getting further away. This is insane. We are now more than twice as far as the last one was. Bro, I'm gonna start introducing myself as an ichthyologist. I'm an ichthyologist.
Number 18, Basking Shark.
What? The Meg was afraid of the Pog Shark? This video is so fucking stupid. Holy shit. Nothing made the Meg shaking his boots like a fucking filter feeder. Filter feeders are terrifying. I'll give him that. I've never looked at Pog Shark and been not quaking in my boots.
The basking shark is the second largest shark in the ocean after the whale shark, and it inhabits warm, temperate coastal areas.
It's not even the biggest filter feeder shark. You think whale shark is going to be on here? Surely if they included basking shark, they have to include whale shark. They clearly have no sense of an evolutionary timeline, and they just talking about a big shark.
Does the world's smartest shark exist? It's the great white shark, in fact, which is occasionally mistaken for a basking shark.
What are we talking about?
Number 17.
We're just moving on?
Kritoxy Rhino.
What the fuck is that? This is the only one that has any chance of being related to the or like existing at the same time at all.
Number 17.
Kritoxy Rhino. All right, chat. Tell me if Kritoxy Rhino lived at the same time as the Megalodon. Have they finally hit? 73 million? God damn it. You had one chance.
Kritoxy.
Actually, no. There are like 20 in this video. You have like 20 chances. If not a single one of these lived at the same time.
With a mouthful of razor-sharp, bone-shearing teeth, Kritoxy Rhino, sometimes known as the Ginsu shark,
so that's
tore apart
a Mosasaur animation.
Prey. Ginsu is a type of kitchen knife that slices and dices food. Evidence reveals that the formidable predator Kritoxy.
I guess when it comes to extinct animals, you have to take what you can get as far as stock footage goes. They're not exactly running around for people to take videos of, so you kind of just have to like use videos of like adjacent sharks that aren't even closely related at all.
Kritoxy Rhino was one of the biggest sharks of its day, growing up to 8 meters in length and weighing more than 4.
It's just a great white with cool patterning. And you know what's funny about that? One of the few things that we can't tell from fossils is the patterning. So if the only cool thing about the fish is something that humans have had to come up with from their own brains.
It had similarities with the present great white shark in terms of appearance and structure. Its razor-like teeth, which could reach a length of 8...
You don't say. It's almost as if this animation is literally a great white shark with a fucking, like, Hawaiian tattoo. People should say this instead of a Meg. If every video started telling me, trying to prove the existence of the Kritoxy Rhino, it'd be at least be slightly more interesting.
To 70 kilometers per hour.
Bro, he's shown like 5 gifs of this shark getting fucked up by the Mosasaur. All I'm hearing is cope. The Mosasaur is fucking this fish up in like every video that he shows. I have not seen one of these beat a Mosasaur yet.
In Kansas, several fossils of Kritoxy Rhino skeletons with extraordinary preservation have been found since the late 19th century.
There's no universe that's it. That's not what shark teeth look like. He's just using whatever stock footage you can
Vertebrae
find.
from a few of the bones have been used in studies to successfully compute the life history of the animal. Number 16. Mosasaurus.
Okay.
Yes, this dino is the hero from the Jurassic Park film series. During the Campanian and...
Did he call it a dinosaur? I'm not one to profess about what is and isn't a dinosaur because I also get that wrong all the time, and actually still to this day I have no clue what a dinosaur is, and I'm too afraid to ask at this point. I know that there are prehistoric fish and I've studied those, and I know that there are extant fish and I've studied those. What the fuck is a dinosaur? I don't know. I've heard it's like the ancestor of birds, but how am I supposed to know that from a thing? I don't know. Anyways, Mosasaur. Oh, it's the Helicoprion. Also probably didn't exist at the same time as the Meg.
Enormous.
What's
Number
next?
14. Tylosaurus.
All right.
The greatest predator of the prehistoric...
Just a slightly worse Mosasaur.
And was an apex predator that preyed on the diverse marine flora in its environment.
I love when they say was one of the biggest marine predators of its day. The amount of fucking hula hoops they've had to jump through. One of, so not the most, marine, okay, only in the ocean, predator, predators only, of its day at that time period. And by the way, he's not even telling you what time period that is. He's had to go through 4 qualifications just to make it sound even remotely impressive. That's when you know something's not impressive. Like if you get an award for being like the best writer, that's an impressive award. But if you get an award for being the best writer who lives on the coast in the southern hemisphere and writes with their left hand about fiction, your award is getting less and less impressive the more descriptors that you add on.
Genus, which also includes other mosasaurs, plesiosaurs, turtles, birds.
That was
Genus,
horrifying.
which also includes other mosasaurs,
This is horrifying. There's no shot that they looked like this. There is no chance that this... This is so bad.
plesiosaurs, turtles, birds, bony fish, and sharks has a well-documented history of its fossilized stomach content.
That's some noodle demon Play-Doh plesiosaur. They kind of did, okay, but they were not that stiff and weird looking.
Number 13. Tychotus. As its teeth are designed to shatter shells rather than rip through flesh, Tylosaurus was one of the most specialized sharks in the late Cretaceous waters. As a result, the teeth are rounded rather than the trapezoidal and sharp shape, and the surface of the crown has many ridges.
Is that an actual footage of the correct thing rather than random stock footage? All right, I'm bored of this. Is there anything else interesting? What?
Number 11. Pacific sleeper shark.
I thought at least since they had including the basking shark, they would go up on the filter feeder list, but nope. The Megalodon was afraid of the Pacific sleeper shark. Wow, this is really good. I'm sure he has really good evidence, guys. Hey, everyone's laughing. Give him a chance. Give him a chance to explain himself. I'm sure he has really good evidence.
The Pacific sleeping shark is a huge shark found in the Pacific.
He said the Pacific sleeping shark. It's not looking promising on that whole good evidence.
Ocean. It lacks an anal fin, but it has two.
Someone in chat said, I want to pet. Yeah, if your first instinct is, I want to pet, probably not that scary. It is cute.
Equally sized dorsal fins, or top fins.
Does it sleep a lot? I don't think it sleeps an abnormal amount. It's just kind of slow. And it looks a little drowsy, so people just call it Sleepy Shark. Is there anything else even remotely interesting in this? What the fuck? Sarcosuchus imperator? Great white shark. The only true one.
Number 1. Great white shark.
The only even remotely real answer to the question of what the Megalodon was afraid of. And that's by putting human emotions in a fish already. So we're already past the normal suspension of disbelief.
The world's ocean surface waters are home to the enormous great white shark, which is a kind of
mackerel. Why do we have Mario Kart music now? You're talking about the sleeper shark and it was so fucking like so chill and like epic music, and now we're listening to Mario Kart music for the great white.
In Steven Spielberg's film Jaws, the great white shark is portrayed as a vicious man-eater. But humans aren't a preferred source of food for.
I haven't listened to a word he said. I was kind of just jamming to the Mario Kart music. He's just Peepo talking. He's just AVNJ talking. That's enough of that.